So I said I'd do a video of the, what's it called? The CPM machine, the Constant Passive Motion Machine. And it has just been delivered. And it'd be fair to say, it's a little bit bigger than I thought. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, so let's get this unpacked and see what's in the box. So this is it in the box. I ordered the same model as I use in the hospital, but I can immediately see it's a different remote. But hopefully that should be simple enough to sort out. And it's quite a beast. Not if there's any instructions in there, but there's a video on the website and there's plenty of videos on YouTube tells you how to set these things up. Fortunately, there is a set of instructions, so first crisis avoided. Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to measure the length of your femur, which is, not being an anatomist, is not the easiest thing to do, but essentially you, from the middle point of your joint where it bends to your upper trochanter, I believe it was called. Anyway, we guessed that bit. We looked at some videos and we guessed that. So my length is 43. So on the machine, we loosen off these two knobs, one either side, and we adjust it to 43 on the scale there. I can't do that one-handed, so I'll be back in a second. Right, it's struggling a bit on the focusing, but you can see that is now adjusted to 43, and it's the same on the other side. Right, the machine is now plugged in, and it's doing its thing. It's I'm not familiar with the remote control, so I'm going to follow the instructions. So it tells me to set the machine to its home position, which is the, what do they call it? The extension one, which is the left, which is how flat it goes, to 30 degrees, and the flexion button, which is the one on the right, to 35 degrees. And that's where we start setting the machine up. Obviously, ideally, you'd rather do this in a bed or somewhere a bit more appropriate than the floor. But we've adjusted the leg length using the middle knurl knobs. We've adjusted the foot with the far knobs. And in theory, we are ready to go. Now the thing is, of course, when you start at something conservative. So I'm going to start at where it started, at the 30 to 35, which is absolutely nothing. I mean, it's just to make sure we're not going to fall out or break the legs. So let's give that a whirl. Right, so I've set it for a very conservative 0 to 35 degrees at the moment, just to check everything's functioning okay. And also I want to be confident that I know how to work this remote, because it is different to the one I had in the hospital. Same machine, different remote. So, if I press stop now, will it stop? And if I press start, I think it goes backwards, it doesn't continue. Which obviously makes sense, because if you got to 100 degrees and it was painful and you press stop and you press start again, it carried on going, it probably wouldn't be the best idea. What's also not the best idea is sitting on the floor and setting my arms behind me, because I'm not too sure I can support myself like this for an hour at a time. So we'll go down to the bottom. We'll press stop, and I'll set it to a bit more of an exciting, I don't know, 60 degrees just to get started. So I press stop, and press the button in. It's going up to 60 degrees. And we'll press start while having my finger hovering over the stop button, just in case something goes horrendously wrong. And 60 degrees is causing no problems. So I think I'm going to go up to 75 on the next go. I wouldn't go 15 degrees at a time when you're up towards the higher numbers, but I did get 120 degrees in hospital. My knee's been a bit stiff, so I'm not going to kill myself. I press stop, press the button in. What do we say we're going to go to? What does I was going to go to? 75. Oh, 75. So 75. you can adjust how fast it goes with the buttons and at the slowest speed, which seems sensible, and you can adjust the how long it holds at the top as well. So, you know, equivalent to holding it on the exercises. Again, I've got that set for, well, there's no numbers on here, it's just a dial, but I've got it set for the, I don't know what it's set for, to be honest, but we'll see. And that's 75 degrees, and it begins to work its way down. And that is how the machine works. So I'll be slowly ramping this up. I don't know, they told me 2 hours a day, so I'll do as long as I get bored. Give it another 10 minutes. No, I'll see how it goes. I'll be more than happy to get to 9,500 degrees on this first session, to be honest. And that's it. Hope this was of use. Bye.